Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel Quaint. Why babies cry at birth? Was life better inside the womb? This is the topic of discussion in our today's video. So you can see there are two questions. Why babies cry at birth? This is the first question, and the second question is was life better inside the womb? So two questions are there, and we are going to discuss the science behind these two questions, the answer behind these two questions. So when a baby is born, almost immediately we hear that first loud cry. Doctors, nurses and parents all wait to hear that loud sound, that first cry. And this first loud cry is actually the sign that the baby is healthy and alive. Yes, this loud cry, the first loud cry, is the sign of these two things, that the baby is healthy and alive. And if the baby does not cry just after taking birth, okay, in that case doctors normally encourage and stimulate a cry, of course if needed. If it is not automatic, actually the baby's cry, the baby's first cry is what? It is a automatic survival reaction of body. Okay, it is baby's body's automatic survival reaction, and that is the first cry. So let's move to the second question first. Okay, was life better inside the womb? Of course, yes. Life was better inside the womb as compared to the outside world. Because inside the womb, what is the environment? It is like a paradise of comfort and safety. Of course, reasons are there. Because safety is there inside the womb, safety is there. Cushioning effect is there, cushioning effect, okay, which is actually comfortable because of the surrounding amniotic fluid. Environment is what? It is dark, no light is present, no noise is present, means no sound is present. Placenta is there. Through the placenta, the baby is continuously fed and oxygenated. That means the baby does not need breathing, does not need to feed. Everything is happening automatically. Whatever is the requirement is happening automatically inside the womb. And the baby floats, since amniotic fluid is present, so the baby floats weightlessly, like in space. So now you can see the environment inside the womb is totally different as compared to the outside world. Total comfort exists inside the womb. No noise, no light. Okay. And breathing is absent. The baby is actually free from breathing. So this is the environment inside the, means you can see that, you can say that it is a perfectly engineered natural environment which exists inside the mother's womb. But when a baby is born, now consider the birth procedure. Actually, the baby is pushed through a narrow birth canal. The mother's birth canal, that is narrow. So baby is actually pushed through that extreme contractions of the uterine walls. Okay, so the baby is actually pushed out. Okay, the baby is pushed through a narrow birth canal. This is the first problem. Second problem is umbilical cord immediately stops supplying oxygen. For the first time, just after taking birth, for the first time, light and noise hit the baby. And one more thing is a requirement. Amniotic fluid needs to be pushed out. Reasons are there because the baby needs to breathe. And that's why the lungs should be emptied. just after taking birth, immediately after taking birth, the lungs should be emptied. That was actually filled with what? Amniotic fluid when the baby was inside the womb. So you can see there is a drastic change between these two worlds. Inside the womb, one world was there. Outside the womb, this challenging environment is there. Inside the womb, the environment was, or the world was comfortable. Tension-free life inside the womb. But outside the womb, tension is there. Now the baby, inside the womb, there was no need for breathing, but outside the womb, there is a need for breathing. This is the baby's responsibility to breathe properly for its own survival. Okay, responsibility is there. Anyway, so this is the difference. That means the baby does not cry because of pain. Actually, the baby during the birth, pressure is there since the baby passes through a narrow birth canal. But the babies actually cannot feel like adults. So the baby does not cry because of pain, or the baby does not cry because the baby is scared because it is coming outside the womb. Okay. Changes are there. And all these things are automatic. Anyway, so this is the difference between the two worlds. So answer to the second question is yes, of course. Life was better inside the womb. Now, just after taking birth, what are the things which happen immediately? Means immediately after taking birth, what are the things? First, the lungs are fully opened. Okay, and that is the requirement for proper breathing. Next, the leftover amniotic fluid is pushed out. That is the requirement. Then circulation of oxygen, that also starts immediately because amniotic fluid has already been pushed out. Just after this process, lungs start breathing properly. Okay, means oxygen circulation starts. And one more thing happens, and that is the activation, full activation of the heart. Full activation of the heart happens after taking birth. And that is the requirement for pumping blood throughout the body. That is known to you. So the first cry is what? It is a sign of healthy, that the baby is healthy and alive. Okay. So this was all about today's topic. Okay. This is the end of this video. If you found this video interesting, so please like, share and subscribe to our channel. This is the end. Thanks for watching.